Well, as usual, the eyes of the mixed martial arts world are fixed upon Paddy, the Paddy Pimblett, when he competes. And anytime you're able to win when you're not at your best, as was the case in his win over Jared Gordon, that's a feather in your cap. Pimblett back on the horse tonight.
Win. Ultimately, that's what it's all about. Paddy Pimblett gets the job done. But listen to this arena. Listen to the reaction that people give this young man when he steps from behind the curtain. This guy is a star. He has that star quality about him. But not only does he have that, he can fight. And ultimately, it's about winning fights. Paddy Pimblett does that in spades.
There are so many components to this Paddy Pimblett package, the accent, the persona, but this is a very talented mixed martial artist out to prove as much yet again tonight. Here we go with the former UFC title challenger, Michael Chandler. Daniel, you guys go way back. Obviously, we can talk about the athletic credentials. Some, though, have questioned his fight IQ in some of his big fights in the UFC.
Well, it seems like he wants to fight the fun fight, opposed to the fight that would seem to make sense to him. But let me tell you something, I'm not complaining. I enjoy every Michael Chandler fight. I enjoy watching this guy go out there and fight on his shield. He has A-plus skills across the board, and let's see how he applies them to the fight tonight.
And even in losses against high-level competition, he has had big moments. You do get the sense that Michael Chandler may always be just one win away from that elusive shot at the title yet again. Michael Chandler has stepped inside the octagon. He is ready to fight. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Paddy Pimblett! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Michael Chandler!
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
Star power, Paddy the Baddy Pimblett back on the proven ground here tonight, and with much fanfare as you hear the fans chiming in, it has been a tremendous rise to superstardom for Paddy the Baddy Pimblett. But let's not lose sight of the pre-UFC experience, right? Former Cage Warriors. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over, and it might not be over now. It's going to be over very soon. Oh, nice body shot. Oh, there we go.
Nicely done. Pimblett's trying to lock up on a submission now. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
Very smart there. You never favor submission over a dominant position.
Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job.
Oh, he needs to
better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Oh!
He did a great job of reversing the position.
I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Counter kick to the body there by Chandler. And there's a takedown attempt.
The fighter gets to the clinch. separation from his clinch position.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in round one.
Clean punch.
All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent recovered. Now he's got to go deal with everything. Yes, he should have got the fight finished at that time.
Chandler's cut now above the eye, courtesy of that strike. We will keep an eye on it as the fight continues. Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange. Oh, there's the head kick. It's blocked.
You know, a lot of people say those don't land, but even if you're blocking a little bit, they still put damage on you.
Pimblett's bleeding from the mouth now. A cut there on his lip. That doesn't look like fun.
The power of Chandler is a sight to behold, man. He's so dangerous, he's so strong physically, and he has so much belief in his strength and his ability to fight at a high pace that he won't slow down. Got his guard passed.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land from the top position.
Pimblett's right back to the full mount. Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
Oh, that guillotine choke is tough. Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Chandler's got his back now. Beautiful transition to get the dominant position. Good, solid strike on the ground.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Working from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Chandler. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Chandler's in half guard. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Well, he's no stranger to being in this position. Strong work from the top here by Michael Chandler. Ground and pound strike there now. Horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, good news is the round is over. Bad news, Pimblett's corner now. We'll take a look at that lip. The cut man is in, and you got to tighten that up. It's really starting to bleed now. We'll see if it rears its ugly head as this fight continues. All right, let us now take a look back at some of the highlights from that previous round. We'll see if we can isolate the exact strike that caused that cut to his lip.
He landed a beautiful shot that cut him on the lip. Now, listen, guys. As long as it ain't like Jairzinho Rosa striking out the ovary, you're fine. Cuts on the lip are okay unless your lip is hanging off like we have seen sometimes. That is not that, but he's got to protect it.
I got Robbie Waller on line one, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I remember Robbie.
Lip cuts.
Oh, my God, I was thinking about that. I couldn't remember who it was.
All right, next round is upon us.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. A massive one to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Chandler. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions. That was a slick transition. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why. Great shot on top by Chandler.
he's trying to pin that arm in the triangle now. Oh, he's in trouble here, DC.
He's got the triangle with a lot of pressure going down on his opponent. It looks like he's trying to get this arm triangle. All he's got to do is get to the side, get his chest down to the mat, and he'll get the finish. Oh, wow, oh!
Working out of Ezekiel choke, and he somehow gets out.
He just had to stay patient. It's so unfamiliar. If you panic, you're going to get submitted. He didn't panic. He's got to be careful here.
Good movement on the ground here defensively by Pimblett. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Lands the ground and pound strike. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Chandler's back in full mount. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
And now he's in side control.
Well, the fighter's going to have to address this offense coming his way. He's getting really bloody around that eye.
Yeah, now it's just become a big target because his opponent is just seeing the blood and he's just going after it. He has got to move his head before the strike starts coming in his direction.
Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep.
Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man.
Well, sometimes our stat guys are stingy with these submission attempt numbers. There have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of the way.
Yeah, he's a great grappler, and he's really, really good defensively because he is so aware of all situations when he's on the ground. He has done an amazing job staying out of those submissions.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Pimblett's in half guard. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Pimblett. All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. Well, it's a bloody Saturday, folks. He's really starting to leak out of that eye area, Danny.
Well, he's leaking, John. He's wide open. The eyes are beat up. The guy is taking a beating, and the blood has to be affecting his vision at this point. In the half guard.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through.
Nice.
Pimblett's right back to the full mount here. 20 seconds left to go in round two.
Nice defense.
You need to work out his position.
10 seconds to go in the round. Oh, big elbow. 10 minutes in the can. All right, we're going to stay with him and follow him back to the corner to the stool because that is a really severe cut that he is dealing with. We'll see if the cut man can stem the bleeding here. All right, that is the end of the round. Pimblett's eye, while still intact, is looking pretty bad. We'll see what the cut man can do over these 60 seconds. But you got to think for the ringside physician, for the referee, they're going to be watching things closely as this fight resumes. All right, DC, we got a few clips of the damage done in that round. Can see where things really started to escalate.
Yeah, really opened up that cut, John. The blows are just devastating. He's got to get out of the way more. I mean, if this guy won't do it himself, somebody's got to help him. Massive big hands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight. Hurt him again.
All right, so the big storyline in this one, his offensive prowess, particularly when it comes to landing those hooks and I know you'd like to play Tony Romo. You think he goes back to a hero.
I am almost certain that he... I think it is. Oh, big right.
That will do it!
Oh, my God!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. And we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 32 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Iron Michael Chandler!
All right, what a moment in a career full of them for the former Bellator champ Michael Chandler. He wins this fight by knockout here tonight. He was actually recently compared to Arturo Gatti by UFC president Dana White. Not always the most favorable comparison, but he was certainly on the right side of things tonight.
Yeah, essentially, he's being called the blood and guts warrior. He's a guy that goes out there and leaves all of himself inside the octagon, and that makes you fun. But you want to win fights. And tonight, Michael Chandler, while still giving that great fight, was able to get a victory. What an amazing night for Michael Chandler.